are layoff, like economic crisis and stuff like that, who are the people that are easily laid off? Who are they?
Of course, the managers.
Of course. Because now the resources
The managers.
there is a shortage of resources. So we don't need most of you anymore. Sorry, but like you can go now.
Oh no, don't ask them to go. Advise them to feed themselves into the remaining 2.
Which is what people don't understand, and that's the reason why they are jobless.
They shouldn't just go. They should find a way to fit into the remaining 2.
They don't understand they need to reinvent themselves into
Yeah.
creator or marketer. Welcome.
Thank you for linking me up. I really appreciate it.
Me too. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so it's gonna be interactive, okay?
Okay,
So like Q&A, stuff like that, and hopefully you are gonna be getting value out of it.
I hope so.
So tell me, why did you join the CEAV Business Workshop? What motivated you to join, and what are you expecting out of this first session?
Okay, like I told you before I got here, I noticed your very heavy presence on the Anglophone, the WhatsApp platform for Anglophones in Abidjan. I observed that you are ever present in that group, and that's one. Then 2, I also noticed that you are vast. You know at least a little of almost everything, and also and that you are not just an Ivorian who lives in Abidjan, but you are an Ivorian who knows Abidjan and the things that happen in Abidjan. So I felt, okay, since I'm new here, because like I told you, I came here to seek a new lease of life. I travel a lot. I've been to Togo, South Africa, Benin, Ghana. I mean, the West African region, and then South Africa outside of Africa, to try and sell myself beyond my country, Nigeria. So I came. This is my 6th time here. I've been here several times before to help my church here build stage set for their crusades. So I just come, spend a week or 2, and go back. But this time I decided to okay, I think I can make something out of this place. The people are wonderful, very receptive, very friendly, which is key to excelling or finding happiness wherever you want to do business. If people are hostile, you really will not want to stay there. So they're nice people. And then I discovered that for what I do, I could get opportunities. That'll make me, get more money.
Sure.
So basically, I got really impressed by your knowledge of Abidjan and your knowledge of a lot of things. You seem to know, like I said before, know a bit of something about almost everything. And really, I'm that kind of person too. I crave for knowledge. I want to know wherever I just want to know. It makes me, but so that I can be able to. I will not be a novice. I will not find myself at sea at any point in time.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of compliment. Anyway. Okay, thank you. I see, I understand. So thank you for joining, and thank you for the trust. And it's all about when I join a community, a space. First thing is, what can I give first to the people out there before receiving? Because I know as long as I give, I'll be receiving. Yes, no, that's not a problem. But the thing is, how much am I willing to give?
Yeah, it's a natural law.
Yeah.
You know,
Give
natural,
and receive.
and for us who are Christians, it's also a scriptural law.
Yeah, sure.
So when you give, you cannot but receive, because it's a law. It must apply. You know, it must come to effect. So and I thought the Bible said, "For God so loved the world that He gave." God had to prove His love for us by giving. So giving is it. That's the point.
He gave His only begotten Son. So, I mean, that's the ultimate sacrifice.
Yes.
And when you think about it, that's what business is about. Because you have something, a product or a service that you have to be giving first before receiving any money from any customer. So first thing, what is it that you have to give in exchange of not only money? Money is not the only part of the equation. Money is one result, but if it's not money, you'll be getting something else. So that's my mindset, and that's the reason why wherever I go, I try to make myself heard and seen, not for the sake of myself, because I think I can add value to others people who are seeking the value I'm having. So if I don't show up, it's like I'm not helping them and I'm not helping me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a moral duty to help people when you know they are seeking for your help. And when you don't do that, I mean, you are breaking another law, because you have something people need and you don't give them. I mean, what is it called?
Yes, and for some people, for somebody like me, if I don't do that, then I won't find fulfillment.
Exactly, because that's the key. Thank you for bringing that up, because that's the reason why I'm having that CEAV Business Workshop. It's about purpose, because at the end of the day, we want to have meaningful lives. We want to have impact, and we are grown-up people. We are adults, and we are not young. We are not kids. When we grow, we gain maturity, and we want to do meaningful stuff, purpose. Then I think, when you don't do that, you don't feel fulfilled. And when you have that sense of seeking purpose, it talks volume. It talks about your maturity. Yes. And it's important to be mature people, mature human beings, because only mature people can impact this world for the better. So,
okay.
So anyway, welcome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Me too. So this CEAV Business Workshop, as I introduced it in the short video, in the introductory message, is about discovering your business profile.
Okay.
And associate yourself with the other two profiles that are complementary with yours.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, what are those profiles? What is yours? And now, as you live in Cote d'Ivoire, many others will be watching this video, and they want to know, what is a business profile, and how do you figure things out, and how do you do things appropriately, accordingly, wherever you are, whether you're in South Africa or in Cote d'Ivoire or Benin, whatever. When you know that, I mean, you are okay. So first things first, the profiles, as I introduced. Do you remember? What are they? Yes,
you I think it's a tripartite approach. You said, you talked about the creator.
Exactly.
You talked about the marketer.
Exactly.
And you also talked about the wait, I'll get it now. That's a hold up. You talked about the creator, you talked about the marketer, and you talked about the oh boy, how did I forget?
It's another M, manager.
The manager, yeah, the manager. That's it.
So please,
I already looked at it and I figured out where I really belong.
No, it's okay. So let me show you something. I want to share my screen now. Okay, just 1 second. A big circle and
Yeah,
three little ones.
CEAV English Network. Yeah.
Yes. It can be any company. It can be, this is one example, CEAV English Network. But that can portray another company, whatever company, maybe your company, if you have a company. So, but the three little circles are the most important, as this is what we are going to talk about now. What do they mean? So we mentioned the three ones, the three profiles. So these are the three profiles: the creator, the marketer, and the manager. Okay. So let me give you just one example. When I say, okay, let's talk about the famous company, like, we won't pretend we don't want to advertise them, but like we talk about them every day. So I prefer to talk about those famous companies you already know. Like in terms of advertisement, I don't worry about because anyway, we all know about them. So like, let's say Apple.
Okay.
Apple, what do they do? When you think about Apple, what do you think about? What does pop up in your mind, like, quickly?
You think about electronics product, phones and tablets. Yeah.
Okay. So like a tangible object, phone.
Yep.
Like for example, Apple. Okay. And Samsung. Same. Okay. So you think Apple and you think your smartphone.
Yep.
Or Samsung. This is a Samsung. You think, okay, my phone. What are you doing with this? What are you using this for?
A whole lot of things. It's a multifaceted tool. It does so many things.
But think about one or two things you do.
The basic.
Yes, the basics.
Of course, it's to connect with people globally, and of course to connect with people, either by way of making calls or going through the internet.
Okay, good. So this is one example. Another example that is very different. Let's talk about like KFC. Okay. When you think KFC, what comes into your mind?
You think of eatery, fast food.
Fast food. Okay. So KFC, fast food. Same like McDonald's, stuff
McDonald's,
like
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And maybe a third, last example, maybe in Africa. When you think about MTN, okay, let's see, MTN.
GSM network. And interestingly, I've used NTM in 6 countries. They should even give me.
You see? Okay. So interesting. When you think about making calls, connections, eating, stuff like that, when you take the three circle, the 3 pillars, where can you put what they do? Where can you put that? You have the marketing, you have the creator, and you have the manager. Where can you put what is it that they do?
I don't understand. Come again.
Okay. What they do.
Where can
for example, Apple phone.
Okay.
Apple or Samsung phone. They manufacture a phone. Okay. KFC, they manufacture fast food. They produce fast food. MTN, GSM services. Okay. Now look at the 3, the red, the blue, and the green. Where do you put them? Do you put them in the marketing side? The red one is the creator. The blue one is the marketing. The green is the managing. So where do you put Apple?
I think I put Apple in the marketing.
Why?
Because it's a tool by which you can sell and advertise other products.
No, I'm talking about the company, Apple.
Oh, the company. All right. I'll put Apple as a company, as a creator.
Exactly. KFC.
KFC. KFC. Marketing.
Why marketing? What do they do? They produce food.
Okay, yeah.
So?
Production, yeah.
So
creator.
Yes.
MTN. Of course. The last one, marketing.
You see? Okay, let me take another example of a famous EcoBank. Why do you put EcoBank?
EcoBank?
Or any bank, any financial banks?
I think it's managing.
Why?
They manage people's funds.
Thank you. You see?
What they do basically is manage facilities.
Do they create something?
No, they don't.
Do they sell something?
They don't. They only manage people's money.
Good. Apple, they create phones, electronic devices like Samsung and stuff like that. And MTN, what do they do?
MTN?
Mm-hmm.
They also manage.
They also manage, but first you said that you put them in the marketing. But what is it that they do? What's the core activity? Is it managing? Is it creating something tangible? Or is it marketing? Maybe it's hybrid. Something hybrid. They do a lot of
that's why I'm a bit
right. because there are companies like that.
Yes, I can easily place them in more than one aspects.
Exactly.
That's it.
You see, so this is a big picture to start with. This is a business game. This is how the business game is played. So when we don't understand, and like for example, people are looking for jobs. They want to work somewhere. Okay. Let's say a young student, young graduate with his CV, okay, and he wants to apply to a company like, I don't know, let's say the same company, Apple. Apple as a company, what is it that they do? They manufacture products. They also have services, stuff like that, but they manufacture phones, electronic device. Mm-hmm. So what is it that they need? First off, what do you think they need to sustain their company first?
First.
Mm-hmm. In the pool of people they work with, what is it that they won't get rid of at any cost? Whatever the reason, they won't get rid of those people. What is it that they need?
They need marketers.
Think about it again. They manufacture phones.
Okay.
This is what they have and they sell, of course. But, before showing this to the public, they have to create it first. So who do they need to make that happen?
They need engineers.
Exactly. Engineers and like tech people.
Yeah. ICT people, engineers.
So they need a pool of creators. So first, they won't think about hiring. Would they think about hiring bank people? Like accountants? Is it their priority?
No. Why they won't? Because in the first place, how are they going to pay them?
Because the products need to be created
and marketed before.
Okay. Now they create the stuff. But look, when you look at a country like Cote d'Ivoire, I think you've noticed that when you go around the city, Abidjan, for example, there are many buildings. But look, even cars. What's your favorite car, for example?
Oh, a Range Rover Evoque.
What?
Range Rover Evoque.
Okay, Range Rover. Yes, that's a
I like.
I see. So, but the Range Rover is like Apple. They manufacture cars, right?
Yeah.
In Cote d'Ivoire, do we have a factory of Range Rover in Cote d'Ivoire?
No.
Okay, let's take Peugeot, the French brands. Peugeot, Renault.
Peugeot, yeah.
All the Japanese. Toyota.
We used to have a Peugeot plant.
Okay.
We used to have a Peugeot plant in Nigeria years back.
But in Cote d'Ivoire, do we have the factories here? Do they manufacture the cars in Cote d'Ivoire?
I don't think so.
No, they don't. But what do they do?
They import.
And they import in order to
market, to sell.
To market. So the representation of Toyota or whatever company, where are they? In the red circle, or in the blue circle, or in the green circle? When they are in Cote d'Ivoire,
okay,
are they in the red creator, or are they in the blue marketing, selling, or are they in the green?
Yeah, in the blue.
In the blue. Because it's already manufactured. It's already created.
Yes.
And now what they need here is a market. The people to sell to. This is what they do here, basically.
Yeah.
So when somebody, an engineer, a tech guy with his knowledge or stuff like that wants to work for Apple or for Toyota, as an engineer, can he have the job in Cote d'Ivoire?
Definitely no.
No. So what kind of job can he do for Apple or Toyota in Cote d'Ivoire?
Marketing, I said.
Marketing. Now, see, most of the businesses, the shops, the things that you see in Cote d'Ivoire, what are they? Most of what you see, market.
They're marketers
and
marketers and managers.
And managers. You see banks everywhere. You see shops. You see Samsung, for example, Samsung or Smart, the brand, Smart or Nesco, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they are, I don't want to name them, but they are a category of community in Cote d'Ivoire who are having big shops, and they sell those stuff that are already manufactured from overseas.
Yeah.
So what they specialize in is selling.
Yeah.
They don't manufacture. They import and they sell. So an engineer, an expert in engineering, the only way to be working as an engineer is to do what? What are his options?
It's to work as a creator. It's to create.
Thank you. You see? Because if he wants to work for Apple as an engineer, what he has to do is to go to the US. But if he wants to do something like Apple, he has to create that from scratch.
Yes.
And now go to the marketplace. You see? So there are companies, they don't manufacture anything, but they sell what is already manufactured.
Manufactured.
And there are companies who don't sell, who don't manufacture, but they manage the resources, like money, the main.
Yep.
Because when people have a bunch of money and they are focusing on selling or manufacturing, the thing they hardly do is to manage their money very well.
Exactly.
Because they are focused on creating or focused on bringing in customers. And when they have the money, they need to assign another party to take care of the money. Reason why we have banks and all this. Now, let's talk about us individuals. When we don't understand this game, this circle, what is it that we usually do? We write down the CV and we apply for job vacancies. And we are surprised that we are not hired, though we are very competent.
Yeah, but for those who have the mentality of always wanting to work somewhere, but the truth is that somebody created or started that company. So why would you always want to go and work where somebody else? Why can't you start? So I think I don't have that mentality of wanting to work for somebody else. I think it's better to, like you said, create. You grow, you become bigger that way.
Yes, but the thing is, like I said before, if you don't know your profile, you are gonna be creating something or force yourself into creating what you don't need to be creating in the first place. Maybe some people, it's better for them to join those who have already created the thing and help them sell, because there's already an existing market. And if you are a good marketer, you can make it, because you know this is your strength. You can create a product, but you are a good marketer. So what is it that you do? You look for those who create the stuff
and market for them.
Yes, because they need you to find customers.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of businesses like that, seeking for customers and ready to share profits with the marketers. The problem is many people, I don't know if it's due to the school system, I won't go into that narrative, but what I know and what I see so far is that many people are kind of wired to want to only be creating something when they can be marketers. On the opposite, some are wired to be marketed when they can create. So the fact of the matter is that, do we have the big picture? Do we know the environment we are working in? Because you can't do things on your own. You can sell on your own. You need others.
That's true. So, man's dependence on the other. Interdependence.
Interdependence. Yeah. So the thing is, such things like competition. I mean, competition is I won't say fake. I mean, it's fake news. Competition. Yeah, actually.
But there's such a thing as healthy competition.
Yes, healthy competition. But I mean, healthy competition, you know what it's called? It's called collaboration.
Okay.
Because you are not competing against each other. Like, we all need each other. Okay, I have my both hands. How can my right hand and my left hand be competing against
work
each
together?
Other? They can't compete. I mean, there's this thing like, we are part of one body and we compete against each other. I mean, it's a nonsense. So when we don't understand that the business world, the business environment is not an unhealthy competition field, it's a healthy one, and I can make it, you're going to be winning for sure.
Everybody
it will can
be a win. Yeah. It will be a win-win situation for all.
Exactly, for all. The thing is, we don't see the big picture. And we are selfish, and sometimes we think in terms of if he wins, I can't win. So if I win, he can't win. So how can I block him into winning so that I can win? I mean, it's selfish and it's delusional. Totally delusional. And people are suffering out of that because they don't want to admit that we need each other. Like, okay, for example, some companies are hiring, others are not hiring. Okay? So, what makes a company hire people, according to you? Why do they hire people?
Why they hire people?
Why?
It's for the same purpose we are discussing here now. They need those that will add value to what they do.
And why do they fire people? Why do they do layoff?
For various reasons. Sometimes financial constraints, sometimes ineptitude on the part of those hired. I mean, if they are not delivering, if they're not producing, giving value to the organization, then they feel they're not relevant anymore. And so
there are some companies who don't have financial constraint, but they do layoff like a lot. Like some of the companies that we mentioned.
Yeah. Sometimes technology has come to take away jobs a lot. Because technology brings about how will I put it? Has made room for multiple competence. One person can handle 5 people's jobs that you need to employ 5 people before years back. Right now, because of technology, one person can handle it. So it's
now,
one of the reasons.
Thank you for bringing that up, because that's the point. Now, let's go back to our circle. What I call the cycle of prosperity, because as it keeps turning, we are all winning. So let's talk about technology, AI stuff, robots, like algorithm, you name it. Where do you put them? Where do we put technology in our big circle? Is it creator? Is it marketer? Is it manager? Most of the time, what do you notice? Where does technology work? Like, where does technology work the most? Where is it the most needed when you think about it?
Are you talking about the place where it's most needed?
Yes. Is it in the creator side? Is it in the marketing side? Or is it in the managing side?
I think it's in the creator's side. And marketing?
Yes. It appears almost everywhere.
Yes, because I'm trying. That's why. I mean, it's a bit difficult because I'm looking at it that it's relevant in every area.
It's relevant because it acts like a leverage technology. Yes, to create something like for example, to create the same phones, even though they are engineers, but like when you take Tesla cars, they have those gigantic robots that are working. I mean, one robot can do the role of like 10 people. So technology creator, okay, but there are people they can't get rid of. Like, they can't be 100% robots in those companies. They need humans still. So it's important to find out why do they still need those humans, and why don't they have robots everywhere? When people say that, okay, robots don't cost much, you buy it once, and all you need is to maintain. There is no union and stuff like that. They don't complain. Even some companies, I don't want to name the company, like they are doing layoff because the workers are complaining. They can't even go to pee because they have to be there.
Yes.
And they can't even miss the spot to go and pee for 5 minutes. No, because they do that, they want to replace them with robots. They're already doing that. So they are collecting a bunch of robots like to replace
Oh boy.
those
Oh
low
boy.
value workers. They're already doing that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's talk about marketing. Now you have the chat GPT, like many stuff that I used to do prompts for copy, marketing copy, stuff like that. So robots, AI are already there in the marketing space. Now let's talk about the managing side. This is quite interesting. Do you know that when you go to many banks now, there are many cashiers? There used to be many cashiers, but now when you go to most of the
There are
banks,
very few now.
few, one or two,
Very
that's
few.
enough. Why? Because they use, so many softwares, even accountants and bookkeepers. Like
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
companies don't need them because they can take. It's all about digits, math. So the robots they say that robots are more efficient than humans. So
Wait, who created the robots?
that's now at the end of the day, who created the robot?
Who created the robots?
So those are.
Who maintains the robots?
But the thing is, your point is very interesting.
Who imputes? Because robots, they're computers. Who imputes whatever naturally? The human brain is much, much more than the computer.
But do you agree that people are jobless now due to the robots and AI, right?
Yeah.
So
of course.
those you are citing now, those will be the one relevant. The one creating the robots, the one inputting the robot, and the one maintaining the robot will be the most relevant. So, like, if you don't create the robot, if you don't maintain the robot, if you don't input the robot, where will you be useful? Where will you be needed? Marketing, definitely. Because at the end of the day, those who are selling, or those who are buying from the companies who are selling, we are humans. And humans.
Yeah, exactly. Robots will not come and buy. It's humans that buy.
and humans needs to have money to buy.
Exactly.
So if most of the jobs are being, yes, it's a circle. So at the end of the day, we need to know where we will be relevant in the long term and focus on that solely, and forget about the useless stuff. Like, people are going to college or university and studying stuff that are already irrelevant by the time they graduate, which is very funny. They graduate and they can't find a job, though they've been studying.
It's a mentality we have back in Africa. People, we just go to school for the sake of going to school. No, but that's the truth. If you ask most of the graduates, ask them if what they eventually studied in school is what they had always wanted to study, they will tell you no. When growing up, I had always wanted to be this. So how come you ended up studying some other course? And they'll give you a lot of different reasons. But I think basically that's it's a problem in this part of the world.
Yeah. Yes. That's the reason why we need to have deep thinking, strategic thinking, and not to be surprised in the near future. So, reason why I'm having that kind of session, because people are saying, no, this is only happening in Western countries, like in Africa, we are okay.
The gap is closing up. Are they sleeping? The gap is closing up.
I don't know if they're sleeping or not, but it's as though they are not seeing it.
The gap is closing. A lot of things as a child I used to hear, like in the Western world, these things happen. They're already happening in Africa. So if some things, like for example, those days I used to hear of, too much, this divorce thing is a no issue in the West. Well, in Africa, it's a big deal. You don't see people going into marriage and divorcing the next day. But now it has become the norm in Africa. So a lot of things that we used to think belonged to the West are already happening here. So why don't we think that, even this even in the era of technology, the gap is bridging. Once upon a time, there were no digital phones, there were no GSM phones and all that, but we have the world has become global. Is AI not applicable even here in Africa? It
but
is.
I mean, like, we are using kind of AI because this is a video call, like, this is technology.
Technology.
We are already using it.
So we have to brace up. We really have to brace up in Africa.
So now we are talking about creating wealth. Wherever we are, we can make it. So how is it that we are going to do to make it? So it's important to identify our profile. So now at this stage, this applies to many companies or many different companies being like complementary to each other. Now let's talk about a single company. Single company. For example, let's talk about Apple. Okay. When you go at Apple, you have, of course, in the same company, within the same company, you have the three circles. This is what makes a company. Because a company, they have the creative side, innovation, the technological side. I mean, they're like, what is it that they create that they want to sell? A solution. A tangible one or intangible one, like software, stuff like that. Or tangible, like hardware, stuff like that. Okay. Objects, items. Okay. The company is creating it. So Apple, they have a bunch of things that they create. But in the same Apple company, after creating, they create, why do they create the solution? They give, because that's what we said earlier. You give first. So you give the solution. Oh, this is a phone. This is something. Like Steve Jobs said, you have 1,000 music in a short device. And then they said, what was it? Was it called iPod, or is it iPod?
iPod.
Yes. He said it's 1,000 music in a device. iPod. So that was a solution for people to have, 1,000 music in one small phone or small device. Okay? So they create, and then I'm mentioning Steve Jobs because the role of Steve Jobs was to, what was the role, the strength of Steve Jobs? Why Apple became so famous? Why? When you think about it. Because they create the stuff. It's created.
Yes, and then they constantly improve and make their products better.
Yes.
So
when people use, but before people use, it was created, and then Steve Jobs came out, and what did he do?
He improved on what was on ground, right?
Before improving, it's created. The product is here. The customers are here. How can you make the bridge? What do you do to make the bridge from the product to the customers?
Okay, it's marketing.
Marketing. So the role of Steve Jobs was to market.
To market.
Presentation, sales presentation. Oh, here you are. And like I think his name is Tim Cook, the current Apple CEO. This is what he's doing basically. Marketing new product. Like iPhone 15 iPhones. I don't know what's the latest iPhone like. I've never used Apple before, but I'm just bringing that up because this is the most famous that people know about stuff like But just to tell you that when the product is created, it's created in order to be sold to the consumers. So there need to be a narrative, a storytelling to make people aware of the existing product so that they buy. So within the same Apple company, there is a creator side, and then there is the marketing side. Because they will be selling it to companies or to individuals through Apple stores. They have the So this is pure marketing, distribution. So now people are aware of the existing Apple or whatever. Oh, where can I have one? They go to Apple stores. Or when there is no Apple store, where is it? Where can we find? We can find at our local shops here. A company who are specializing in not creating Apple, but in selling Apple products. So people will be creating their company to sell others' companies' product.
Yeah.
Like what we are seeing now.
There are a whole lot of them.
And at the same Apple company, you have the managing side. Managing the money that is collected from the customers and managing the resources, human resources, whatever. But mostly when we talk about resources, it's money. So in one company, if you want to have a stable business, you need the three: creator, marketing, and managing side. That's what make the big companies, because they have it all.
Yeah.
So unless you have it all, you need to negotiate with others.
That's where collaboration comes
exactly in. But we are struggling because we don't know how to collaborate. Because people think like it will be weak to rely on the others for but it's not being weak, because your strength is their weakness. Their weakness is your strength.
It's your strength. And your strength is meant to complement the other person's weakness.
I mean, when you think about it, who is weak and who is strong? You are both weak and you are both strong. So what are you complaining about?
It's complementary. It should be complementary.
Just go for it. Just do what you have to do together and make it. Period.
Yeah.
There's no competition. Because you are not competing. If you think about compete, no, you'll be losing on it. So this is like bringing the attention of people like you and many others that there is a way to collaborate and to make it. And there are companies like ours who are conscientious about it and who are like intentional about it, because that's the way to go. Unless you have it all like Apple or all those big companies who are doing franchising, unless you are at that level, you need to think, okay, am I a creator or am I a marketer or am I a manager? Now, who do I need? Okay, if I am a manager, then I need a creator and I need a marketer. Definitely. So my business is a managing business. I know those who create, they can't manage. I know those who market, they can't manage. I can do that for them. Where is it that they are? I'm looking for them. The same for the marketers. I can market, but I have nothing to sell. Where can I get the money? And I have no money. What will I be managing? I mean, if you don't sell, you don't get money. What money are you gonna manage? If there's any money.
I am a creator and I need somebody to help market my products.
Exactly. Definitely. Because if you are under the stone, I mean, like you are under the rock somewhere, you are having a beautiful stuff, your creative stuff is so wonderful, but you are the only one admiring. I mean, you can't make a living out of it, out of you just appreciating it.
That's the exact picture you're painting of me right now. If you look around the little room I'm staying here, it's a gallery and a studio. You know, I'm producing, but how do I market them? And that's what got me here.
You know, and I have to congratulate you for admitting that.
Thank you so much.
Because like this is what people need. Because like I can't do the thing you are doing, because when I saw your beautiful pieces, I saw the pictures, I was like,
and you were asking me if it's AI.
it's AI. Yeah. I was like, is it AI? Like, so because nowadays it's hard to differentiate what is AI and what is not. Like, well, I was very impressed. You are doing
Thank you so much.
You are the typical creative person.
Yeah.
But creative can't sell. That's the truth. They have difficult time selling. What is it that they have?
You're right.
And they are not aware of the fact that they need marketers to work with. But first thing you need, do you need a manager to work with, or do you need a marketer? And why? Who do you need first?
I need a marketer.
Why? Why don't you need a manager?
What's the manager? What is the manager supposed to manage? That's the question. What is the manager supposed to manage? So I need a marketer first before because when I market and we are growing, then there will be things to manage. If I grow, I'm going to employ people. There'll be humans to manage, the human resource to manage.
Yeah, because if when you have many deals, you will recruit many people.
If I market, there'll be money, and so there'll be finances to manage. So if I don't market, what are they going to manage?
And that's what many business people don't understand. And what they do first, they have a fancy office, like
office. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
because I need that office on the side of the road.
And in a way, I discovered that it's a mentality we have back here also, because for some people, if you come to talk to them about what you do, and they don't see that you have a big office or that kind of organized setup, they don't take you seriously. It's a wrong mentality.
But that's the reality we have to deal with. Now, how do we cope with that kind of reality? According to what we've been talking so far, how do we overcome that, let's say, obstacle?
Well, how do we overcome it? Mm-hmm. Firstly, I think we should have more people like you to conscientize and make people aware that this is the way to go. Because I think it's ignorance. Most people are wallowing in ignorance. And that's why they don't know. So if we have more people like you who enlighten them and tell them, hey, this is the way it works, I think.
Because if people want you to have a fancy office, to be in a fancy studio, you will raise your price. Will they be able to afford it?
To afford it, that's another one.
The equation. So it's
because
a win-win
if I have to get if I want to get a gallery in Angre where I stay, how much it's going to cost, and then that means I'm going to sell these products either times 5 or times 10 of the price I would have sold, so I can pay the bills and make my profit.
And people will be complaining, it's too expensive.
It's expensive.
Okay, now if you want to have it at a low cost, you have to trust the person in what is it that he is doing, because what you want do you want to buy his gallery, or do you want to buy his what do you call it? His pictures.
Artwork.
Yes, do you want the artwork, or do you want the gallery?
Buy the gallery.
You don't need the facility, you need the artwork.
That's the truth.
So people are having hard time focusing on what is it that they want. And they are kind of, let's say, distracted by many things around, because a marketer knows how to uncover your value even though you are hiding yourself in under a stone.
Yeah.
After a morning's work, sometimes under pressure, you deserve to distress over a good meal with a taste of real home cooking. A dynamic team with over 30 years of experience in the restaurant business is at your service. Ivorian or international dishes? Take your pick from our varied menu. Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services. Meals cooked and delivered to order. In addition to breakfast and lunches, Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services provides coffee breaks and meals for your various events, meetings, conferences, christenings, weddings, and more. Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services. Meals cooked and delivered to order. Located in Cocody Anono, Cité du Bonheur. Info line 07 78 05 1358. Chaspir, Darius, and the entire Cafeteria Corner team look forward to your orders and deliveries. And making that person know that this is gold hidden somewhere. First to come, first to benefit. This is what you see. Because if you don't show up early, by the time this guy is having a gallery, you won't be able to afford it.
Exactly.
And you know what? There are people who will be likely to sell to buy what you have at that lower cost and go outside and sell it at a very high cost. So you need to work with those kind of people because they can't do what you are doing. They can't do this artwork. They don't have the talent.
Yeah.
But did they have you on their team? Wow. Only the sky will be the limit.
I'm looking for them.
Reason why we are having this conversation.
Yeah, because, I'm looking for them.
Because people are there. They're looking for stuff like that, but they don't know. They don't know where to go. And you don't need to raise your price that high to make a living.
No,
you don't need that. You are okay with what you will be getting as long as it will be a recurring income.
Yes,
you will have recurring sales. You are okay with that. So you need the people who understand your value and buy what is it that you have. Where is it that you have? Without having that fancy gallery or whatever. So you need a marketer to help you uncover the value and tell them, do the storytelling for you on your behalf.
Yeah.
And they understand. And they reach out to you. And it's a win-win for the marketer and for you and for the customer.
Exactly.
So many people, like in Africa, it's common. People don't like to share profits. So they want to do everything alone. They want to do it all. I want to create. Because if I have a marketer, I will give him the money. I will give him some of the money. No, I want to keep it all for myself.
But that's greed.
Yes, that's great reason why we are poor. Sorry to be brutally honest. That's the reason why
you're right. Poor. You're right.
That's the poverty mindset. Greed.
It's greed. It's a mindset.
Selfishness.
And that's yes, it's a mentality. It's poverty mentality.
Scarcity and wealth can't get along. No. Abundance. Wealth, okay. Because there's enough wealth for everybody.
There is.
But
there is enough for everybody.
Yes, some people are aware of it and some others are not. So the thing is how to make people aware of the wealth potential that they have and unleash, let's say, I like this quote, to unleash the wealth potential within, so to speak. The money-making potential. As a creator, you can make money. As a marketer, you can make money. As a manager, you can make money because it's complementary. You see? So now you know your profile. I mean, you already knew it before coming in. Now you know what you need, who you need to hang out with in the first place and to thrive. So now we are talking about how to making that happen. Now, one thing important. Why is it hard to market? What is holding people back in terms of marketing? What is it that they have, according to you, according to your experience?
Well, this is my personal experience, especially right now. It's basically communication. I don't speak French, and of course, I need to communicate with people if I want to market. That's one, and even if I had to get people, I still need to reach out to people and talk to people. My problem basically is communication. I talk. So if I was in a country where they speak English, I will go out and market, even though I'm not. It's not really my strength, but I can't still market because I talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that I'll grow faster if I get a market enthusiast who will drive this faster than I can, and we'll all be happy for it.
I'll be happy. That's it. And another thing is that in terms of marketing, now we have social media, we have stuff like that. Like you have YouTube, you can do video editing, put videos. But before, what was different? When you had something and you wanted to market to a broad audience, what did you need to do back then? You need to go on TV or radio.
On television, adverts, TV, radio,
to pay expensive ads.
Now, and then on print media too.
Yes. Now you don't need to pay that much and do your marketing, thanks to the information age we are living in, and the internet and the explosion of like technology. Now we can reach out to the world easily.
Exactly.
Not only locally, but we can reach out to the world.
Internationally, globally.
Your artwork, you can sell them to China, to Europe.
Yeah.
If you have a good marketing in place, you can reach out to the world. So that's one thing. Now, why? So it's not that expensive to do that. So what is it that is lacking here? You mentioned is the skills that is lacking, because you are focusing doing your artwork. But one guy, I don't know if you know him, I think you know him, Tony Robbins, he said, wherever focus goes, energy flows.
Yeah.
So if you are focusing doing your creative work, you are pouring all your energy in, and there's nothing left. Like, really. The marketing guy is pouring all his energy to do the marketing.
Into the marketing. Yeah.
And the same is for the managing guy. He's pouring all his energy to manage the resources. So, it's difficult when you have to do it all on your own.
Yeah.
And this is where you are stuck. This is when you are stuck, and now you need help. You need, I know I need help. Now you need the person to understand the vision. Because at this stage, I'm not gonna be paying you like you are having a job and giving you a monthly paycheck. Reason why people need to understand how the game is played and play it properly. So don't expect, that person can't expect a guy like you to give him a monthly salary.
No.
We are not talking big companies here. We are trying to do our things, creating our, let's say, own economy, survive and thrive. So the thing is, you will only be paid when
on commission, according to what you sell.
Yes. And that's what people don't like. They despise that idea. Reason why it's hard to do
Because
business with each other.
yeah, because they can afford to be like as Jessica, they can afford to dodge responsibilities in companies where they receive monthly and be sure that they can get the money. But in a situation where you have to earn your money by what you put in, they will run away from that. They want the easy way out.
But since those companies are not hiring, what are they gonna do? They are jobless.
What are they going to do?
Since the
That's why we
companies are
have
not
the high. That's why we have the high rate of unemployment.
Yes, because people people don't realize that if a company doesn't hire you and give you a monthly paycheck, you can do something else. You can collaborate with Mr. Davis if you are a marketer and still make a living. Because you say you are a good marketer, okay. Now do your marketing stuff. So those guys are not really marketer. A good marketer can't be living out of a monthly paycheck. That's not a marketer. A marketer is a hunter, chasing for deals. You don't sit still and wait for money to show up.
You go look for the money.
You go and look for it. So many people pretend to be marketers, but they are not marketers. Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier. Like, many people have been trained in a way, and I thought they were being trained to be working according to the training, but at the end of the day, it's not really what they have been trained for. It's totally.
That's the truth.
Because the reality is different.
Yes, I believe that as humans, we all have things that we have natural affinity for. Not everybody can market. Not everybody can sell. Not everybody can create, just like you said. But if you discover what you have, this natural, you see, like I told you, I used to talk sometimes, in some seminars, and somebody asked me a question once. He said, "I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do." And I said to the person, "Please, is there something that you love doing that even if nobody is paying you money for it, you still do it?" You can't say that, okay, that's your purpose. What you have so much passion for that, even if nobody is paying you, you'll be happy doing it.
Exactly.
I said, so focus on that, and then money will gravitate towards you through that channel.
So marketers will be gravitating toward you because they will be looking at the value you have. Oh, you have something valuable. This is how you can get money out of it. Partnership. And voila.
Voila, I'm there. Eureka. Interesting.
So that's it. That's basically what this CEAV workshop is about. To understand.
It's commendable.
Understand the purpose of business.
Yeah.
And how the business game. People think it's a rigged system. If it's a rigged system, if you don't understand how it is played. But if you understand and you know your position, what is it that is rigged? As long as you do your portion and the other one is doing his portion and it's a win-win, what is it that is rigged? It's people don't know what is it that they have to do. They are lost.
Exactly.
And they are like the jack of all trades. They are like jumping here and there, shiny object syndromes. They are lost. So they can't focus on their strength and focus on other people's weakness and work and make it
together.
So they try some shortcut and they make excuses. No. If you want to survive, you have to know the rules of the game and play it. Period. That's it. So there is no such rigged system. This is a system. Are you a creator? Are you a marketer? Are you a manager? That's it. And at a certain point, all of us need to be marketer. Well, what is it that we do? Because when you are a creator, you need to be able to market yourself to a marketer.
Because the marketer has, for example, like in arts, the moment somebody decides an artwork, the first question they ask you is, what does it mean? What's the motive behind this concept? So the marketer has to know this to be able to market. And it takes the creator to enlighten the marketer.
At least you have to know how to uncover the value of what is it that you are doing.
Exactly.
At least. If there's the only one marketing you need to be able to do is to explain the value of what is it that you are doing. What is it that you are creating? And to explain the value to who? To a marketer, not to the audience. Because the role of the marketer is to duplicate that message to the audience, to make it be viral, go viral. That's the role of the marketer. Because that's
make it go viral, make it more punching, convincing.
Exactly. Make it more compelling for people, like to be willing to have it. Wow, to have that wow moment. And as a marketer, I mean, you don't have hard time marketing yourself if you want to make a living. As a marketer, you can market yourself to a creator because you see value and you market yourself. And now as a manager, you need to be able to do some marketing to whom? As a manager, where should you be focusing your marketing toward? Is it toward the marketer or toward the creator as a manager?
As a manager, it should be towards the creator.
Why?
Because he's the one that I don't want to put it that way, but I think the both of them, because it's about managing resources.
Exactly. So the creator will be having resources, but the marketer also. But generally,
has resources.
But generally, where are the resources most concentrated? To the marketers or to the
creator?
Yeah, the creator.
Is the creator.
He's managing a lot of resources to create.
Yeah.
And he's also getting money when it is sold. So he needs, he or she needs somebody to take care of everything. So, but some marketers, like, you know, marketers that, let's say they are single operator. Marketers, they are not really attached to a creator or a manager. But marketer prefer to be attached to a creator also. Because this is what they need to be selling.
Exactly.
But real marketer, they are doing transversal jobs. They can work anywhere. Let me tell you a story. I was working at a company like 3 years ago, and a colleague, a sister, a big sister, was working as a marketing director at a company, insurance company. No, I think a bank, not a bank, not only an insurance company, another company as a marketing director. Then an insurance company came in. And then the insurance company came in Côte d'Ivoire. And they were looking for like the best marketers in the country. And they hired her. So she left that industry she was working in, now to work in the insurance company as a marketer. So I was like, at that time, I didn't know much about marketing. I was like, what? She was working in a totally different industry. But why is it that she's working now with an insurance company. She's done insurance before. And the sister said, no, she's a marketer. And I was like, this is where, when I started realizing that, wow, that marketing stuff is very powerful. And look at the
They work everywhere. They're everywhere. They're in the banks, they're everywhere.
Everywhere you see the mind. That's the power of marketing. Reason why now one skill that is tremendously, that is key for people to make it in this business game is marketing. Reason why those who are marketers, real marketers, they are not jobless.
Even in the digital space, a whole lot of marketing, and people are making a whole lot of money marketing other people's products.
Exactly. Yes, because they desperately need marketers. Because they can't sell what is it that they manufacture, they produce, they can't sell it. They don't have the skills. I like what you said before. Sometimes there are things you are born with. And you polish them as time.
Yes.
So there's a natural disposition to be creator, a natural disposition to be marketer, and natural disposition to be manager. Okay, we are talking about a marketer, creator, but why is management important? Tell me. Because sometimes people neglect that, but when you think about it, why is management important?
Well, is it neglected? Because even in our discussion so far, we've concentrated more on the creators and the marketers.
But why is management important? When is it relevant to have the management side? At which stage it becomes relevant?
Well, I think it becomes relevant at when you've grown to a point that you can't. I don't know, but I think you need the managers to help you organize and help you.
When you are at the growth stage, you are at a certain level when you can afford to have somebody else to manage stuff. You can't focus on managing.
Because at that point, because as a young entrepreneur, you tend to channel resources. You misdirect resources.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the manager to help you channel the resources properly, manage the resources properly, so it will concretize your business.
So you need someone to manage your resources when you have the resources.
Exactly. When you have the resources, yes. Because if you don't have resources, there will be nothing to manage.
Nothing. Yes, nothing to manage. Now, this is interesting. When there are layoffs, like economic crisis and stuff like that, who are the people that are easily laid off? Who are they?
Of course, the managers.
Of course. Because now the resources
the managers.
There is a shortage of resources. So we don't need most of you anymore. Sorry, but you can go now.
Oh no, don't ask them to go. Advise them to feed themselves into the remaining two.
Which is what people don't understand, and that's the reason why they are jobless.
They shouldn't just go. They should find a way to fit into the remaining two.
They don't understand they need to reinvent themselves into creator or marketer. And they think, oh, the game is rigged. Oh, this company, they are not good enough. No, they are not good people. They are wicked people. Have worked for them so hard, and now they are laying me off. No, it's not fair. But when you become a business owner, you understand.
You understand better.
But because they are not business owners, they are complaining.
They won't understand.
You see, because they don't have the big picture. So ignorance makes us believe in a certain way. But when we know, oh, okay, I need to get rid of some managers, or I will propose them to do some other stuff. If they agree, then I can. And most of the time, we need marketers in crisis period. Oh, we definitely need marketers. We need to make more money.
You need them. You need them. You need them most. But that's why you need them more.
Yes,
because they need to push a product.
Yes. And when there is enough money, then those managers can come back. You see? So what you see, when you think about it, it's funny. And you see that, wow, it's a game. It's really a game. And we need to know how to play it and to know our position. You know, it's like football. I love football. And in football,
you do?
Yes. There are defenders, midfield, strikers. I mean, my husband and I, we love football. So we have a lot of football discussion at home.
I've been a freelance broadcaster back in Nigeria. I presented sports on television and radio.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I've been a sports presenter, yeah.
Oh, you see?
I'm a freelance broadcaster. That's another setback I had. If not for the language, I will walk up to some of these media houses and maybe put up something there.
Interesting. So, as a freelance broadcaster, what do you put yourself in? Is it creator? Is it marketer? Or is it manager?
Where do I put? Well, I think I will put myself in the as a creator, because for the programs I present, I create the content. So I'm a creator.
Exactly. So you are a content creator. The company needs you to create content for them. Because without the content, there wouldn't be the company. And it wouldn't even be advertised, companies to advertise in the first place.
On the program.
On the program. So when you know the value of what is it that you do, you are comfortable to even impose your rates, to how much you charge. You see? So you are a content. And now the interesting thing is, in this era, as a creator, you can create content for what is it that you create. And this will become your marketing site. And the content created will be selling what is it that you create.
Yeah.
So nowadays, with the YouTube age or Facebook age or Instagram age, the video age or whatever, any creator needs to have a content creator, which is, by definition, a marketer, to push the storytelling of what is it that you are selling. Now we're talking about marketing, but there's also sales. So when you think about it, marketing and sales, are they the same, or what is the difference according to your understanding? Marketing, sales.
Oh, well, I think they're interwoven. Because who pushes the sales is a marketer. So do you have somebody else who does the sales? And do you have somebody else who does the marketing? In some cases, yes. In other cases, the same person that markets does the sales. Mm-hmm. So I think they are seriously interwoven.
But can they be sales without marketing?
It's like saying, can I cross to the other side of the river without a bridge?
I mean, you can.
That's what
you can swim. I'm just saying.
If you're walking on foot, or you're driving with a car, I'm not talking about using the airspace. If you're on land and you need to go to the other side of the river, you need a bridge or a boat or something. You know.
But you need a vehicle. You can swim.
Swim. I can swim, but how? I'm talking about a big river, not a stream.
So why can't you swim? Why can't you swim? Because you need leverage.
Yes, I can swim only to a point.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get to a point, even with all these swimming skills, my strength will fail me. So I need a leverage. I need either a boat or a bridge to get to the other side.
So marketing is the leverage for sales, right?
Yes, yes.
So when people are aware enough about what is it that you do, they are likely to buy it.
To buy.
Because they know what is it, what they are aware, they come to like it. Oh, and now they are looking for it, and they are looking for where is you want to buy it from you. So now the sales need the location, the delivery. Okay, where are you? Where can we find you? Now we have shops, stuff like that. Now people come and they buy.
We have shops. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now too, there is delivery. Mm-hmm. You can get it right at your doorstep, mm-hmm. Delivered straight to your doorstep.
But when you think about it, when you take sales and you take delivery, are they part of the marketing pool, or are they part of the managing pool, or the creator?
Those who deliver. Wow, are they part of? Well, maybe I should bring them into sales.
Why?
Because they actually get the product to the end user. The product is bought already, so mm-hmm. They are just conveyors of the product. They didn't market the product.
So they didn't market.
The marketer has done this job.
So they didn't market.
They didn't market it.
So why do you
they
put
just
them
conveyed,
in the marketing pool?
They just no. I said the sales end of marketing. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the delivery,
because they are just it's just a conveyor. The deliverer is a conveyor. Mm-hmm. He didn't market the product. The marketer has done the job. The end user, the customer, mm-hmm. has accepted and even paid. Mm-hmm. Your job is just to move it from point A to point B. Now, you're a conveyor.
Why do you put that conveyor? Do you put him if you don't put him in the marketing department or in the creator department, where do you put him? In the management side?
Maybe.
Because he's managing the product.
Yeah.
And it's just to take the product to the customers. The sale has already, marketing sales already be done. It's just a delivery.
Exactly.
So you see many companies, they can sell, they can create, they can sell, but they can't deliver. So they rely on other companies to deliver. But those companies didn't
produce. They didn't market.
They didn't market. No, they just so they are doing part of the management, which is delivering.
Exactly.
And if you can't have people to deliver, you do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You do yourself.
If you can't pay for that, I mean, like, you reduce the cost of delivery, and you do it by yourself. You take your car or your motorbike and you go to your customers. Yeah, because now at this stage you can't afford to manage the cost of delivery. But when you have a lot of orders, wow, now you need to think about it.
Of course, you need to. In fact, you really don't have a choice then. Unless you don't want to.
Because orders mean
lose the customer.
Because orders means money coming in.
Exactly.
And if you are not greedy enough, okay, you can afford somebody to do the delivery.
You spend money to make more money.
Definitely. You see? That's a beautiful circle. It's emotion. And everything that is moving is in motion. It's a circle.
Yeah. Yep.
And the circle never ends. It's a never-ending web circle. That's what we need. You see? Isn't that beautiful?
It's interesting.
So, people need to come up to their own conclusion, and you have come up to your own conclusion. So what is your own conclusion now? according to your expectation coming to that workshop, what you were expecting before and now, we are almost at the end. What is your conclusion?
Yes. My conclusion is that the importance of man's interdependence on his fellow man cannot be overflowed. You always need the other person to move faster and better, because you can do it all. Just like we said, one person's strength is meant to complement the other person's weakness. So in conclusion, we need each other to make the money. We need each other to move forward. We need each other to grow. That's my conclusion.
That's a beautiful conclusion. And as a creator, you know who you need now.
Right now, I need a marketer. And I need him or her fast.
Because I mean, I can see above your head, you have so many beautiful artworks.
A whole lot. I have a whole lot.
You see
a whole lot. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Like.
And beyond that, I showed you some of the pictures. I build stage sets for churches, for seminars, for television studios. I build the sets. So that's another aspect. I'm a versatile artist. I'm very versatile, both performing and and visual. Okay, I had a brief stint in the movie industry too. Currently, I'm part of a series in Nigeria. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Two Sides of a Mirror. It's on YouTube.
Oh. Okay.
I am the stage set designer. I'm both a crew member and a cast member because I acted there, and I am the stage sets manager.
Oh, interesting.
So
you are in the world as well.
I'm in the creative world, both performing and visual.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting.
And it's the challenge I have actually had is what has brought me here, marketing me. So I need the experts, I need the professionals to help me do that.
Now, two more questions before we end. First is, why Côte d'Ivoire, a French-speaking country, and not an English-speaking country?
Oh, well, I'm Nigerian, and I've been doing business in Nigeria for a long time. Ideally, yes, I would have loved to stay in a country like Ghana, South Africa. I've been to SA for a festival. To add to it, I make carnival costumes too. I make carnival costumes. I went to South Africa for a festival in 2015. Like I told you, my experience in South Africa put me off. They were really, really hostile in the short period I stayed, and in fact, it was at the height of xenophobia. The environment was scary, so I couldn't stay. But here, like I told you, it's a friendly environment. It's a very friendly environment. But again, there's a challenge of language. Côte d'Ivoire is much, much more welcoming. For me, it's my personal experience, much more welcoming than in other countries around. That's the reason. And also, it's a more secured country than where I'm coming from. I'm sure you know that. It's terrible. So I decided to come to where I can have a new lease of life and and grow at a reasonable pace.
Hopefully that dream will come true.
Amen. And I say amen to that.
And it is about to come true, indeed.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I didn't come by chance. I really did not talk to you on the group. I had to look for you, go off the group, because I knew that you had something that I needed. No, that's the truth. I heard you. I just need 5 minutes to listen to anybody, and then I know the stuff the person is made of.
Because you are a creator.
And exactly, and you need to get close to the right people.
Yes, definitely.
The people you need to get to where, yes, the right people, the right environment. That's it.
Good, thank you. And so the last question, now you need to be marketing yourself. Let's say, do you know Dragon's Den or Shark Tank? Those programs. Shark Tank is an American program, I think, and Dragon's Den is the British program. For
are they shows? Are they shows?
Yes, shows about
okay.
Like venture capitalists are receiving people. They are pitching their projects. Like, for example, you are there and you pitch your solution, your product or your service, and you need them to provide with some capital to do it better.
Okay, I'm not aware. You're just educating me now.
Yes. At the end of this workshop, I'm inviting you to watch this Shark Tank or Dragon's Den. You can find it on YouTube. Very interesting, powerful shows.
Okay. In case I forget, maybe you send it after the.
And I also put in the description of this video some links.
Okay, good.
So,
good.
Because this is a summary of what we've been talking so far. There are people, they have money. They are at the top. They have the money. Okay, now they need creators and marketers and managers to multiply their money. So they need businesses they can invest money in and get some return. So they are venture capitalists. They have money that is sleeping somewhere, and they don't like money sleeping at all. They hate it. They want the money to circulate,
to reproduce itself. To reproduce itself.
Yes, but in order for money to reproduce, it has to circulate. Creator, marketing, management. Now they need for good business ideas, projects already existing. They don't want to build the business from scratch. No. They have made their money. Now they want to multiply it. The money is sleeping. They don't like it. So they are craving for good business deals. And people come and pitch. Oh, I have this. And sometimes people that can make deals, and some other time they don't. But for most of the people, just to be able to show up to the shows, offer them opportunities.
Yeah.
So this is something like that we are planning to do through the CEAV Business Workshop, to offer opportunities. Like people watching. And the thing is that this is my last question. People have to be able to sell themselves, sell the value of what they have to those investors.
Yeah.
So let's pretend, because the whole world is watching. Let's say you are at who knows? I don't know who will come across this video. I don't know. So let's say you, Mr. Davies, you have something. You are a creator. You are creating artworks.
Yeah.
Why would it be interesting for somebody to invest? Oh, my question is, because people go there because they need investors. They need money.
Okay.
But do you need money now, or do you need marketing? Because it is important to know what is it that you need. So first, what do you need? And then you will be marketing yourself.
What I need now is marketing.
Good. It's important to understand, because people think, I need money. Now they have the money, there is no marketing. And they will have hard time reimbursing the money, paying back to the investors.
For example, if you give me money now, I'm going to think of renting a place, setting up a gallery. If I do that, it's also those who drive by. I might just cite, okay, there's a place like this. But marketing will sell me more. Marketing will take me beyond and bring me maybe 100 times what I would have gotten just staying in one, gallery and waiting for people to walk in.
But with the money, can't you hire a marketer?
That's another way to it. With the money, I can hire a marketer. But without the money, I can get a marketer that I don't need to hire. I will work
exactly. Good
based
job.
on commission.
I mean, that's your salvation. Because you don't want to have a civil servant like waiting for a monthly paycheck and not doing really what you're expecting him to do. He's he's cashing in the money and he's not like doing it, and you will be chasing.
You can go out every day. You can go out every day and come back and say, okay, I've done the marketing. And then you don't see results.
No.
But for the one that you're not paying monthly, he or she needs to deliver results to be able to get money.
And they have that mindset. They are wired for that. Oh, they love that. That's the challenge they're looking for. Yes, they are hunters. Wow, lions. Yes, they need a prey. So they need to go to the bush and hunt and make it. You have to know how to deal with those people. Don't make them behave like sheep when they are predators. Don't make them be preys. They are not preys. They're predators. They need to hunt. So now sell your work. Sell your creativity.
Yeah.
To people listening. And first thing, to sell, you have to know who you are selling to. Interesting.
There's always a target. So, there's always a target.
So now at this
client.
Stage, who are you talking to? Are you talking to a marketer, or are you talking to somebody who is interested in art? How will your marketing message be more effective? Is it when it is addressing a marketer, or is it when it is addressing a customer, a consumer of artwork?
Right now, I'm talking to everybody.
That's the problem. When you talk to everybody, you talk to nobody.
No, everybody doesn't mean everybody. Everybody here means I'm talking to the marketers on one hand, and I could directly talk to the customers on the other hand.
But now, what you are going to do now, you need to be talking to one person only. You can't have two. You can have. You can look in many directions at the same time. When you look this, or you look here, or you look here.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Now you are talking about major focus. Of course, major focus will be marketing, but would that stop me from marketing personally if I have the opportunity? Not at all. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No. But now I'm talking now. Because
right now
you need
no
to
right now. I told you from the onset. It's a marketer that I need.
Now talk to the marketer.
I made it. I should talk to the market
now. Right to the marketer now. You are facing a marketer. Now talk to the marketer. He is listening. He or she is watching you.
Okay. I am a creator, and I'm not just any creator. I'm an artist, a visual artist. But you see, there is this uniqueness in what I do. I'm versatile. If you go out there, you see a lot of painters, even on the streets, lots of paintings. I don't just do paintings. I work on different mediums. I work with metal, especially there's a medium called repose. It's beat out patterns from metal. You don't find that everywhere. It's a very unique art medium. We can say that because they can't see it even in galleries. So I have this unique technique that I'm going to push out, that I want to push out. And I believe that because even for other artists to see, they're like, wow, how did you do this? Because it's not everywhere. It's not a common medium. So because of my versatility, I work on different areas that you don't see on the streets. So, and I believe that it will be pushed that, we'll make a headway because in the creative world, you blossom when you do something that is different from what is around everywhere. That's it.
Now, call to action. Why should they join you? Why should they be on your team?
Why should they be on my team? Because that believes that we can all laugh. We can all do business together and laugh. Because while they're on my team, I'm making money, I'm smiling. They are also making money and they're smiling. That's why they should be on my team. I'm not greedy. I wouldn't just make money off them. They're going to make money. I'm going to make money. And as I'm growing, they are also growing. So that's it. They should be on my team. It's a positive for all. It's a win-win situation for all.
Good job. Now, you can address now to a simple consumer of artwork. Now.
Oh, a simple consumer of artwork. Like I said before, I have an avalanche of varieties of exquisite products or artworks for them to relish. Like I said, it's in the uniqueness. I have dared to be different from the artists on the streets, and I'm serious about this. My paintings are just you've seen them; they're just unique. I work with all kinds of mediums, so they should have a collection that is different from the everyday collection in their spaces, at home, in the offices, and in hotels. Everywhere where they need to give the space some ambience. They really need my work there. I want to see my name everywhere.
Okay, wow, that was brilliant. Now, where did you feel the most comfortable talking to a marketer or talking to the consumer directly when you were doing that exercise?
Well, the marketer, of course, because like we know, they are going to reach more people. They're going to reach more people. So as I was talking to the marketer, I was seeing the spread. I was looking at a larger audience. Talking to the customer, it was just like almost a picture of a one-on-one. So I was more comfortable talking with the marketer, because talking with him, I was talking with a whole lot of people.
Good. So that's it. We are at the end of our first workshop, CEAV Business Workshop. Now you have the last word. What did you think about this exercise? And
Whoa. Well, to be frank, Eliane, if that is the right pronunciation.
Eliane.
Eliane, what you're doing is quite commendable. And like I said earlier on, if we have more people like you doing this, it will really help. It will help take a whole lot of young people out of the streets into being very productive and useful for themselves and for society. I really commend what you're doing. And for me personally, it's a bomb. If I was going to give up, no, seriously, my wife called and she was like, "Hey, you've been here 4 months, it's running to 5 months. The language is making you not have a headway. Maybe you should leave and come back, or maybe move to Ghana somewhere." And I said, no. I came here with a conviction. I can't live like that. I've got to see the end of this. And so when I saw you, and it just clicked in my spirit that I needed to get close. And boy, did I get value for insisting to get close. I did get much value. And I'm going to encourage more people to come and listen to what I just listened to. I'm fired up and I'm already seeing where I'm going. That's the truth.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up and for attending and for getting value out of it. I'm very grateful.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you, Eliane.
So until next time, the second workshop, next CEAV Business Workshop, is every second Sunday of the month. So the next one will be October 8th. Sunday,
Okay.
October 8th. CEAV Business Workshop is the place to be to discover your business profile.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was nice. Thank you.
So very nice talking to you. God bless you. And
thank you.
Let's keep in touch and let's see how we can make it together.
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
After a morning's work, sometimes under pressure, you deserve to distress over a good meal with a taste of real home cooking. A dynamic team with over 30 years of experience in the restaurant business is at your service. Ivorian or international dishes? Take your pick from our varied menu. Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services. Meals cooked and delivered to order. In addition to breakfast and lunches, Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services provides coffee breaks and meals for your various events, meetings, conferences, christenings, weddings, and more. Cafeteria Corner by CEAV Services. Meals cooked and delivered to order. Located in Cocody, Anono, Cité du Bonheur. Info line 07 78 05 1358. Chaspir, Darius, and the entire Cafeteria Corner team look forward to your orders and deliveries.